In today's episode, learn how to use LinkedIn to generate leads and win clients in 5 simple ways. Hey everyone, this is the People's Broker. When you're first starting out as a startup, or especially when you're starting up your own finance brokerage firm, budget can be tight and you cannot spend too much on marketing. That is where social media has helped so many of the new business, including myself, to market my business, generate new leads and new clients. In today's episode, I will tell you the 5 simple ways or 5 simple actions you can take to improve your LinkedIn profile, your LinkedIn presence, which will ultimately help you win clients and generate new business. Before we begin with today's episode, please give this video a thumbs up, give this channel a subscribe, and leave us a comment. Without any further ado, let's get to work. Guys, in the last 10 years, the use of social media and its popularity has skyrocketed thanks to the advent of this little device. Now, before I dive into telling you the 5 actions you can take or my 5 tips to improving your LinkedIn profile, which will help you in winning new business and new clients, I just want to lay out some facts for you about social media and LinkedIn. So just hear this out, and some of them are really shocking. So, according to the surveys and social media and studies, almost 4 billion people are social media users. That is a massive figure when you look at the world population. So that's a big, big figure. Facebook leads the way. It has 2.3 billion members or users, which makes up for 68% of social media usage. That is massive. On average, people spend 2.5 hours on social media. 54% of people use social media to research products. So again, as a business, it's very important to have social media presence, and all the big brands are on social media. On Instagram, 500 million daily active stories are there. So again, some great facts about social media in general. Now, coming on to today's topic, which is all about LinkedIn, I just want to share a couple of interesting facts about LinkedIn. First fact, I didn't know this, but LinkedIn has been around since 2003 for 19 years. That's crazy because I don't think I started using LinkedIn until maybe 6-7 years after its existence. So that was an interesting fact. Some of the other interesting facts about LinkedIn: it has 800 million members. 65 million are decision makers. So these are CEOs, directors of the company. So if you can connect with these people, massive win for you. Average time spent by a user on LinkedIn is 7 minutes a day. So 7 minutes per day, if you're looking at it, yet short term, but if you can get in those minutes, that's useful. And 59% of the users on LinkedIn are between the age of 25 and 34. That key demographic is very, very important. So knowing these facts, knowing how LinkedIn is and how important it is, how can you make it and use it to your advantage? So here are my top 5 tips or top 5 ways you can use LinkedIn efficiently and actions you need to take to make it a success. Let's dive into it. Guys, the very first thing you need to do if you want to win at LinkedIn is complete your profile. This is one of the biggest mistake people make. They will register on LinkedIn and then they don't do anything with it, or they check in, they will look at posts, but they don't complete their profile. So it's very, very important to complete your LinkedIn profile. And some of the actions or some of the tips are: make sure you have a good quality picture. So that's one of the things I've seen. You see some pictures, they're blurry, very poor quality. People try and post selfies on there. They don't look good. Lighting is not good. So make sure it's a professional social media site, guys. So try and look the part. Try and look professional. As they say, picture speaks 1,000 words. So make sure it's good quality picture you're taking. If you can get it, take it professionally. Well then, but even with your phone, you can take some really good quality pictures now with how good the quality the cameras are. You can add background, so make sure you add a background so that can be like a banner. So obviously you have your picture and you have your banner can kind of talk about what you do. It can be sort of a quick reminder or a quick impression of what you do. So it tells someone who visits the page, knows instantly what you do for a living. A useful tool you can use is Canva, which I love using to create these banners. I use the free version, but it has a professional version too. But the free version has enough stuff on it to create a great banner and other things you can do on there. Another thing is you should mention your industry and your location. Very, very important. So people know instantly where you're based and exactly what industry you belong to. Make sure you complete your current position and a description. So make sure people know exactly what you do right now, what's your current position. Are you a director, your business development manager, whatever you do. And a little bit of a description of exactly what is it that you do in simple ways. So it's easy for the person visiting your page. One other thing you can do is also add your previous work experience, because LinkedIn is now acting as a CV. So if you're a job seeker, so it's useful for those. If you've applied for a job, a lot of the employers look at your LinkedIn page first and they look at your work history. So make sure you have your previous work history complete. It's very, very important to make sure you're doing that. One tip I'll share with you about completing your profile, there is a tool which is about profile strength bar. So it tells you which level you stand at. So you're a beginner or you're a superstar or an expert. So it tells you based on how you've completed your site. So make sure you monitor that tool and use it to your advantage. Next one, guys, is connections and connecting as people. So you've made a profile, you've completed your profile. Next thing is, why are we here? Why do we join social media? Is to connect with people. So you want to start connecting with people in your industry or your target market. But I say try and connect with as many people as possible. And one of the key things is that the number of connections you have affects your search ranking on LinkedIn. So the more connections you have, to make it a goal. When I was trying to increase my connections, because more connections you have, the more views you're going to get. Someone likes your post, you're going to then be visible to that person's viewers as well. So having more connections gives you more opportunity to be more visible and more searchable, and better opportunity to connect with somebody, a potential client, and win new business. So make it a goal. When I was trying to increase my connections, I think I went from having only 200 connections to 1,000 connections within a week, because I made it my goal that I want to grow my connection. This was like a couple of years ago. I wanted to get up to, I think by the end of the month, I gave myself a goal. I want to get to 2,000 connections. And that's how you should kind of make yourself a goal, and then break it down further, that every day, okay, if I want to reach 1,000 connections this month or 2,000 connections, how many connections do I need to make in a day? But again, don't willy-nilly just connect with anybody. Try and connect with relevant people, useful connections. The next one, guys, is start engaging. So you've connected with people, now start engaging. And one of the key tip I'll share with you is when you connect with somebody, send them a hello message or welcome message or introducing yourself. Say, hey, great to connect. I am Ash, I do this. So it's a good way to connect. I mean, why did you want to connect with that person in the first place? And one of the things which is really, really annoys me is people want to be on social media, but people are so unsocial on social media. They connect, but they don't want to engage. They don't want to talk. They don't want to respond. They don't want to comment on someone's post. I mean, it's a prime example of it. You go to a party or you go to a networking event just to stand in a corner and look at what everybody else is doing. Don't be that guy. Don't be that weirdo. You're here. Your goal is to connect with people. Now start engaging with people, make that connection, and show your personality, and hopefully win some business. Next one, guys, is give and receive recommendations. So for this one, also endorsements. Now, my tip is start with people that you know, because those are the people who are going to give you recommendations. And even when you're giving endorsements, do it to people that you know. I mean, you can't just randomly give someone you've never met, never known, but you've connected with them on LinkedIn. Great. endorsement for customer service or endorsement or something. I think these are some things that appear and you can just click a button and that's it. But you don't know what that person's customer service skills are like, so don't just give an endorsement. But a good tool is get people to write some recommendations for you. You can write them recommendations. So connect with people. Don't be afraid to ask, guys. If it's like a former, maybe you connected with your teacher or professor from the university, or a friend, or a colleague, past colleague. Connect with them, say, hey, would you be happy to give me a recommendation, da da da. And it takes some few minutes to write a recommendation, but it can go a long way, because when people are looking at your profile, they see these recommendations, gives you a lot more credibility in the eyes of the viewer. The next, or the fifth step you can take, guys, is share engaging content and valuable content. Now, some people feel that I'm on LinkedIn to sell myself and market myself. No, nobody wants to buy from you. What you need to do is you need to add value to other people in other people's day. When people are like scrolling through, they don't want to look at ads. They don't want to know, oh, I sell this, or I do this, and buy this from me, or whatever. No, if you want to really engage with people, so if you want to win business, this is a long game. If you want to win business, firstly, engage with them through valuable content. How are you adding value to them? They're going to see something valuable you put out. They're going to engage with that post. They're going to read it, and then they may like or comment, and that will help you. And do it regularly, guys. Don't just do it willy-nilly, or just do it once and then forget about it. The key is consistency. So one of the key things you can do is make yourself a goal. I want to do a post once a week, or I want to do a post, and even if you say once a week, I want to do a post on a Monday, or I want to do a post on a Wednesday, or whatever day. So pick a day that you want to do the post on, and then go from there. But key is stay consistent and put out valuable content that'll help you engage with your target market. So there it is, guys, my top 5 tips on how to make LinkedIn work more effectively for you. And ultimately, it'll help you connect with the right people and generate more clients. If you found today's video useful, please give this video a thumbs up, give this channel a subscribe for future content, and leave me a comment and let me know things you'd like me to talk about, questions you may have, and I'll make a video about it to help you understand that topic. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you next time.